Hello and welcome to another episode of Inside the Boardroom. I'm your host, Mel Schaefer. Now today I'm with Turnium. Turnium is a leading provider of software-defined wide area networking, SD-WAN solutions, helping businesses and service providers reduce costs, improve network performance, and gain greater control over their connectivity through flexible cloud-native technology. Here today to tell us all about Turnium's cutting-edge technology is Doug Childress, Global CEO of the company. Thanks so much for joining us today, Doug.
Thank you. Great to be here and look forward to chatting with you and your audience.
So to get right into it, can you start by explaining what SD-WAN is in layman's terms and what does a failover mean?
Perfect. Look, I get asked this question all the time. And what I say to people is hold your hand up, pretend like your hand is connected to the internet. And each one of your fingers is a different technology, such as Starlink, fiber optic, mobile, whatever the technology is. If you were to lose two fingers, you still have a hand and you still have a few extra fingers. Those are how we connect businesses to the internet. The failover piece means that if we've got services up and running, voice calls, maybe video, maybe someone browsing the internet, or a customer in a retail store taking an FPOS transaction, maybe at the fast food drop-in window. If that technology drops, that transaction goes down, the business is impacted. So we make sure those connections never fail.
So in terms of all those connections, where do you see the best cross-selling opportunities?
Best cross-selling opportunity has got to be seen. I'll give you an example. One of our customers, they have a 200 and something store retail chain where they put in our SD-WAN services, and that's all they've done for the past 4 or 5 years. We went in through the recent acquisition of Clarity. Clarity came into Turnium back in August last year and brought in a whole suite of new products and services. Now that channel partner can go back to the customer and say, hey, we've now got 11 brand new products and services that we can sell. So our cross-sell opportunity comes out of our channel partners, and we've got 70 of those worldwide.
So to talk a little bit now just about pinpointing cybersecurity, what are the biggest cybersecurity threats that you're seeing, and what do your dark web and ransomware detection services do?
Great question. Look, ransomware, people phishing and trying to get you to click on stuff is the number one way that companies get hacked. Employees don't know. They make honest mistakes. They get an email that comes in, and the hackers these days are making these emails look so genuine. You click on something, and the moment you click on it, you're letting that ransomware into your organization. I take it back to a movie I saw as a kid where the bad guys got inside the fort and everybody was looking over the wall to figure out when they're going to get attacked, and they got attacked from the inside out. That is so true in today's world where employees are letting the bad guys in. It's an honest mistake, but once they're in, they're in. So our ransomware and our dark web, what that does is it makes sure that anything that's going out of the business is actually being monitored, and anything that's outside the business we're looking for. For example, if someone gets your mother's maiden name, your credit card number, your passport information, your driver's license, you've got some real problems, and we solve all that with our suite of cybersecurity products.
Something that's become very popular with investors and traders and also with big tech companies is AI. How are you using AI to automate your sales and marketing process, for example?
Few years back, I was talking to these channel partners and they were like, well, we really don't understand how to sell this product. And I'm like, hang on a minute, I do. So what I did was take an AI engine that could take our partner's brand, and we could put that brand on top of our literature and rebrand it in seconds, send that out to their customer base. When the customer starts looking at something, or they're reading or clicking on whatever we're sending them, we're actually building new content on the fly at the exact point where they stop reading to keep that engagement going along. We took that and then built an automatic scheduling engine around it. So when we pick up the phone to call you, we've already soft touched you almost a dozen times so that when that phone call comes through, you recognize the name Turnium or Clarity or any one of our other divisions.
Okay, so speaking more generally, what parts of your development pipeline are you the most excited about?
Oh, well, we've got a development team out in Halifax, Nova Scotia. They say Halifax. I love it. I've been there. It's an incredible place. I walked in the door and I've been in tech 39 years. And these guys, they were scary because they talk real deep level software. Anyway, we get through the formalities and a few minutes later, I'm asking them, what do you need? What does Turnium need to go to the next level and really make ourselves a great, company? And what we found is there's a router and a switch and a firewall. And these are three different kinds of tech appliances that all businesses on the planet have. Well, they're made by three different vendors, and oftentimes they don't really work together, or they're very difficult and clunky. So we went away and we developed a router, switch, and a firewall in one box. We then put AI routing inside of there, and we put post quantum cryptography ready so that this box now is sending people out to the internet and making intelligent decisions as you're typing on the keyboard. It's doing this in a real world sense. What it also does is it ties that hardware cybersecurity stack together. So it's kind of like the palm of your hand, where the fingers are like connecting you to the internet. This little device here is kind of the heartbeat of our network. I'm super excited about that.
So as you integrate Turnium and Clarity, where do you see the biggest cost synergies?
Well, look, since taking over, I took over the wheel, as I say, driving the bus on 22nd of August. In the first few months, I was able to kind of streamline our back office. I reduced our operating expenses by almost $1.2 million annualized. Unfortunately, when you bring these organizations together, you don't need, multiple accounting packages and systems and et cetera. So, we did experience a little bit of headcount savings, but we had a lot of systems and a lot of people doing the same thing. So my first quarter in the role of global CEO was to find the cost savings, turn those cost savings on. Quarters 2, 3, 4, and into the next few years is going to be about revenue growth and cross sell and taking this company to where it should have been 10 years ago.
It sounds really awesome. Now, you recently renewed a contract with Tyro Payments in Australia. Can you explain the potential reach to 71,000 plus customers and 770 partners?
Oh, absolutely. So this customer's been there since for 11 years, buying one product from us. And I had the opportunity to fly over to Sydney to meet with their executive team. And I just said to them, you've got such a great product. They're making these little payment machines where you go tap your card and pay for your meal or whatever. And I said, well, in every one of these restaurants that you're in, where you've got the Tyro payment brand there sitting on the counter, why don't we put in free Wi-Fi? Why don't we stick in some more services there while we're there? And the light bulb moment went off with the CEOs and the execs in this company where they're starting to say, well, hang on a minute. Now we don't just have a terminal on the countertop. We got the brand Tyro throughout this whole retail chain that we're in. So, it's just about sitting down and taking technology as a technologist of 39 years and helping companies, either being a partner or an end customer, to understand what are the gaps and what are you trying to solve. Let us step in and help you do that.
Now, you also recently signed a 3-year renewal with Kaseya worth 5 million AUD. Can you tell me a little bit more about Kaseya and why this partnership is so important?
Absolutely. So Kaseya have been an instrumental partner for us. And what we've done is our entire product has Kaseya built throughout. What it does is it allows us to sell to our channel partners cybersecurity, all of the ransomware, the dark web protection. It allows us to deliver a cybersecurity framework that our partners can take and sell to the customers worldwide. Now, this framework is so powerful, it's ISO certified, GDPR, NIST, It's going to soon be FedRAMP certified in the US. What does that mean? It means that the partner who has a trusted relationship with the end customer can now come in with an entire offering to help that customer grow and protect our business further. So Kaseya is absolutely stitched into the core of our business offering.
Now, just lastly, I wanted to ask you, the Ternium acquisition was a 100% all-share deal, with Clarity bought for 40 million shares at 15 cents each. You're now Ternium's largest shareholder. What's the message to current and potential new investors?
Look, I had 31 shareholders that backed me from the idea. From the moment I turned Clarity from a idea on a piece of paper into the business it is today. These 31 shareholders voted unanimously to follow my lead. We took this deal on all shares because of the 70 worldwide channel partners. We've now got access to millions, actually 358 million small to mid-sized businesses globally. That is worth a potential at 0.05%. That market, or the TAM, is worth 246 million US dollars a month to us. So it didn't take a lot of convincing to get my shareholders to follow me into the deal. And I'm in this deal for the long ride. And I'm in the driver's seat because I've got 39 years of technical experience behind me. This is my 5th tech company. My last one, I had a 20 times multiple on EBITDA, a successful exit. So I think I got the attention of those helping to drive and make the decisions.
Yeah, it sounds very exciting, and I'm looking forward to see what happens next for the company. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Thank you.